You are very welcome to this week's mystery spread. In front of you, you have 3 different spreads. Spread 1, 2, and 3. See where you are drawn. Sometimes you can feel a pull, a knowing, a particular card may jump out at you. You may hear 1, 2, or 3. Allow your intuition to guide you. Sometimes you may have a question in your head, or you may simply see where you are drawn. And it would be so lovely if it's your first time here to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and it would be lovely for you to be with us on this journey. Have a great week. Let's have a look at spread number 1. Wow, so this has been a year for you. The Temple Path card is all about your journey and place in life. These 2 cards are actually sister cards. You can actually almost imagine that rope bridge coming and connecting through the temple just there. And these cards are very much about a choice you must make and very much about the journey we all take in life. It can be towards a career shift or change. The lesson could be around love. It could be confidence, self-esteem. But the Temple Path is in knowing who you are, trusting yourself, and really relying on your gut instinct this week. The journey card here is interesting, as this may be something about a plan coming together this week and that you are making advances here in some way. My Temple Path is always about my home, my house, my belonging, the roots connection. So if you are currently thinking of moving, redecorating, renovating, etc., this is a fab card because it means things coming together, but you may need a plan. Slow and steady wins the race. The journey here, again, the old adage, it's not the journey, or the destination, it's the journey. And this is very much about that. We often get too focused on where the destination is and not realizing all these path markers are all these lessons she's learned on her way. It's time you really gave yourself some credit for how far you've come in your life, and instead of looking at how much you've left to do. Spread 1 today is about progressing, motivation, and grounding yourself, and know that even those tiny baby steps are all leading up to one big massive step at the end of the day. Have some faith in yourself, and even if you don't see the path right now, please know that your guides and ancestors are walking with you every step of the way. You are not alone, and you are most certainly on course. Let's have a look at spread number 2. These are so abundant. The colour simply jumps at you. And the first card is the door to personal healing and happiness. I adore this card. It's all about happiness, joy, victory, success. In many ways, fertility, financial rewards, healing, love, romance. It really is what your rainbow and what you want in your crock of gold for you that comes in. I often find these cards, especially ones with rainbows and doves, as a symbol from spirit to let you know that they are helping you behind the scenes for everything to come together for you. The Sun card portends a time of abundance and joy, so it really is a double bonus, these 2 cards side by side. When I see water in the cards, it always is about emotions, and there's a lovely balanced, clear emotions in this card. I often find this card again as a fertility card, as we can see the little baby right there at the bottom. And so if you're on a fertility journey, it is a really beautiful sign and a sign of pregnancy on the way. But also if you're on a journey to give birth to a new idea, a business, looking for a new job or new relationship, this card is all about that. It can also mean in the summer of this year, around the July period, there really is good news and abundance and things coming together for you. The one thing I always say about this card is you can see the letter up the top there, and I always find that letter is important because it's about dotting your I's, crossing your T's. So even though I feel these are absolutely fantastic cards, make sure you do your homework, make sure you submit the paperwork or you study for those exams, and I feel it will be a no-brainer. It will be an obvious victory for you. Beautiful cards, and what I would say to you there is please believe that you deserve good things. Sometimes when a person gets these gorgeous cards that I get excited about and I wonder why they don't, and it's because nothing ever good happens to them, or that because the pandemic has been so tough these last few years they're almost afraid to hope again. So this is your sign to start believing that there are good times ahead and laughter ahead and merriment to be had. Have a fantastic week. Oh, and FYI, if you haven't already booked your summer holiday or are planning on booking a holiday, this would be a really good sign to go and get moving on it. Let's have a look at spread number 3. Spread 3 is very much rooted in material concerns and finances. The contracts card can pertain to legal issues that need to be addressed, contracts that need to be signed. It can also be a court case or indeed a will or signing a lease, etc. Anything that you really have a legally binding agreement or document is this card. But the fact that we have a financial constraint card can mean really starting to look at your finances. This could be the year that you need to save and put money aside. You may have decided to save for a house or a holiday, but it feels like something high budget here that you need to put a few bob by. This could be the year that you do that redecoration, that you target that room in your house that's been annoying you, or you actually start to build your house. There's so much gorgeous energy here, but these cards are of a very practical nature. So if you have chosen spread 3 today, the information behind these cards is really about looking after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. It's about coming up with a very practical and realistic financial plan, paying attention to what's coming into your account and what's going out. Now, the pandemic was really bad for online shopping, and after the initial fear left us, we all took to it with gusto as we were all trying to regulate our central nervous systems, and a great way to do that was comfort eating and online shopping. So if it has got out of control and you're hiding the Amazon packages, this is a really good sign that this is your sign from your spirit team to say it's time to rein it in. But these cards are really about saving for something that you are really getting your heart set on. And I think it's time you start looking at that. You deserve a treat, so it's really important to be realistic about your finances. So get that takeaway once a week or once a month, whatever your finances afford. Make sure you have designated treat days. So a financial plan will be much more realistic and be much easier to stick through. Follow financial advisors on social media, etc. Watch programs or YouTube videos about them. But this sign today is very much about getting your finances in order, paying attention to that money, as it feels this year there will be some form of an investment where you will really reap the benefits of having your few bob in the bank. Have a great week.